Hello there, orchestra class. Welcome back. Today we're looking at number 331, G major scale on page 28 in your books. On G major scale, we're going to be learning the 8 notes in the G major scale. Now, if you look at the very beginning, you have a new key signature. Remember, the key signature is the space between the treble clef or bass clef, alto clef, and then, of course, your time signature. Now, you used to have 2 sharps. That meant that you were in D major. All right, you had F sharps and you had C sharp notes. However, in the G major key signature, you only have 1 sharp. So that's the F sharp. That's why we learned previously that on the G string, we have C natural or just C. It wasn't C sharp. So in the key of G major, only 1 sharp exists. That's F sharp. And that's the only one you have to worry about. If you look at the music, you'll notice that there are no other sharp signs or accidentals written in. And because of that, you're only going to worry about 1 sharp, and that's that F sharp that we've been working on anyways on the D string. Let's go over the pitches one by one. This is a pretty simple assignment, so I don't expect to have a lot of problems. What I do want, though, to get a really good assessment of your playing skills is that your instrument is in tune, get your strings in tune, and also making sure that your placement of your fingers is super accurate, okay? Since this is only quarter notes, there's no special rhythms or anything like that, I'm looking for the other perfectionist kind of things, whether or not you're playing the pitches in tune that are on the fingerboard. And if your strings are in tune, it'll sound perfect. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with the very first note. It's going to be our open G string, okay? Then we go to, that's going to be G. The next note is A, that's first finger on the G string. Then we go to B, that's going to be 3 fingers cellos on the G string, 2 fingers violin, viola. Then C is the last note of the first measure. That's 4 fingers cello, 3 fingers violin, viola. The following measure is open D string. Then we go to E, first finger on the D string. Then we go to F sharp. That's 3 on the D string cellos, 2 violin, viola. And then G for the end of that measure. That's 4 fingers cello, 3 on the violin, viola. And then we play G again, and we just go backwards, releasing our fingers, making sure that we can cross bow from open D string to the G string, 4th finger or 3rd finger violin, viola, and of course going down to open G. So I'm going to play this for you on the cello, just see what it sounds like. Try to play along with me if you can, and I'll play it on the violin or viola in the next little video clip. Okay, so I'm going to get my metronome started. It's at 60 beats per minute. That's your usual practice time or tempo or learning tempo. So you can either do it at this tempo or you can show off and do it in a little faster tempo. But make sure that I don't care about speed. I'm not impressed by super fast notes. I'm impressed by accurate, beautiful notes. Understood? Cool. Let's get started. Start on the G string, sitting up nice and tall. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the whole exercise. That's all I got to turn in. Now, again, like I've said in the other videos, or at least I think I've mentioned them before many times, rehearse this before you record. Don't just hit record after you watch this video. Hopefully you did watch this video. I don't know why I'm saying that, because then you did. But hopefully you practice a little bit before you submit it, because a lot of you watch this video and then go right into trying to play it for like maybe a minute. You think you figured it out and then you submit it. Now, that's not true for everyone, but from what I've seen so far, some of us are doing that. And it happens pretty often. So make sure that you rehearse them, even if they're easy, because simple mistakes do happen. We want to get rid of those mistakes. All right, let's try it now. I'm going to try it on the violin, okay? So here is the violin next. Okay, so we have the violin here. Let's get started. If you have your violin or viola, it's going to sound the same. We're going to all start on the G string. It just happens to be the lowest on the violin and the second lowest on the viola. Same finger pattern, same bowing pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Though I did make one mistake. I should have played 2 G's at the top. It's not a bad habit. It's a good habit for me because that's normally how I play in class with everybody else. This one has 2 Gs. So let's try that one again. Get set. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you have it. Now, another thing that I'm really looking for, violins and violas, okay, is when I see your recordings, I don't see the same frame that I see here when I'm recording the video for you guys. Notice that I can see all of my instrument, I can see my bow, and I can see my fingers, okay? Now, whenever you're playing, some of you have the tendency to still have this wrist cocked up to the neck. Please get rid of that. To fix it, try thinking that when your instrument's on your shoulder, that your thumb is pointed up to the ceiling and your hand should be the same position, about a little slight angle. Notice how straight my wrist is whenever I'm playing. Now, I maybe even be back a little bit to my 4th finger to reach, but never do I have my wrist up this way. You need to be doing the same thing, straight wrist at all times, all right? So I'm definitely looking for that in your recordings. Make sure to keep practicing that, and just think about the thumb pointed straight up rather than towards the scroll. Think about it straight up, or perpendicular rather, to the neck or fingerboard. Okay? All right. So good luck in recordings, and I can't wait to see them. Bye-bye.